I want to extend a warm welcome to our entire Jewish community in Broward County on behalf of the professional team and everybody here at the Jewish Federation, to our leadership, to our donors, to our volunteers, to everyone we help. We wish you a happy and healthy 5782. May it be a better year than the one past and the one past before that. We look forward with great optimism to sharing joyous occasions with you, like our New Year celebration, in person very soon. And I have some special words for all of you today. They're right here in my pocket. This is something that I wrote a few years ago, but it really encapsulates everything I feel about our Broward Jewish community and all of you who are here today who make the Jewish Federation of Broward the great institution that it is. We Jews, and all of us here today, are a sacred assembly. Each one of us is a single letter in the Torah. If we become imperfect, the sacred assembly rushes to make us whole. We cannot enjoy meaning in our lives unless we are surrounded by the letters and the words that precede and follow us. The words of this sacred assembly, those of us here today, and Jews and people of the world everywhere, are impressions in grains of sand at Sinai that do not erode, do not scatter in the wind, and do not wash away with the rains. We have been pressed downward and then upward for all eternity. This sacred assembly moves across the epochs. We are blemished, bruised, and battered, but never cast asunder. The Jewish past, present, and future stream like waves informing our deeds, seeking to inspire greatness in each of us. The sacred assembly cannot be overwhelmed, nor can it ever be complacent. Its guardians stand by the gates of Torah and Talmud, and beyond the gates, Israel beckons as it was, is, and will forever be the home of this sacred assembly. We are in a moment of history where this sacred assembly has been many times before. We cannot fear the illness and weakness that might pervade us now, for this sacred assembly can summon a cure at any moment. We are uniquely positioned, as we always have been, to renew the covenant that binds this sacred assembly to its destiny. So I say to all of you, what grain of sand are you in the landscape of this sacred assembly? You are with me always, letters inscribed forever in my heart, with gratitude and great thankfulness in the presence of this sacred assembly. Rabbi?
Rosh Hashanah, traditionally, marks the anniversary of the creation of the world. 5782, but we know the world, of course, is older than that. Professor Miriam Faust, professor at Bar-Ilan University, suggests that in the Torah, when it talks about the world being tohu vavohu, unformed and chaotic, it is actually referring to the fact that in Jewish tradition, there are worlds that were created before the world that we live in now, whether that's the same world in different forms or totally different worlds. She suggests that that whole idea of tohu vavohu, of chaos, is really the prerequisite for building a better world, for moving forward, for that creative spirit. And so as we stand here, as Mark said, in a very historic time, it may feel chaotic, and it may be chaotic, and we may have faced historical challenges that we've never faced before. But in the Jewish tradition, that chaos is not a point of depression, it's a point of optimism. It's a point of realizing that we can take that tohu vavohu, that chaotic place of the world, and just as happened in the story of creation, we can create a new world that is healthier and better, and one that allows us all to move forward. Today, I challenge you as we prepare to sound the shofar in a little bit, to think about what are your hopes and aspirations for the year ahead. What are the things that you want to be able to do better? What are the ways in which each and every one of us want to be a part of that creative spirit that takes chaos and makes out of it order and a better world? And so it's with that idea in mind that I invite you to lift your cups with us, and we'll recite the traditional blessing over wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, borei pri hagafen. Praised are you, Lord our God, master of all creation, who creates the fruit of the vine.
Amen.
L'chaim.
We want to again welcome everyone, all our loyal supporters of the Jewish Federation of Broward County. We're out in front of the Katz building as we continue to celebrate among our Federation team the arrival of 5782. Rabbi Arnie Samlin is going to blow the shofar for us, and it will be preceded by me making just a brief explanation of what the different sounds of the shofar represent. So, are you ready? Are you all bulked up for Tekiah Gedolah? You got a couple to go before that. Tekiah is a single blow. It is a long, loud blast. If you've ever seen a knight or a court messenger play a horn or blow a long sound to call attention to a king in a movie, Tekiah is that kind. When Tekiah sounds, it brings everyone to attention. Tekiah! Attention. Chevereen. The next type of sound made with the shofar is called Chevereen. The 3 broken blows of Chevereen sound like crying. Some scholars believe that Chevereen is the tears of sadness or joy at another year passing. Chevereen. The third type of sound made by the shofar blower is called truah, and it involves 9 or more rapid fire or staccato blows. Think of this sound as an alarm clock that you can't hit the snooze on. Truah is the wake-up call of the new year. Truah! Tekiah Gedolah. The 3 sounds above are played all throughout Rosh Hashanah service. And during the final combination, the shofar player concludes with Tekiah Gedolah, the great blast, one last long Tekiah to wrap up the shofar blowing service. Tekiah Gedolah! Rabbi, and may you all be inspired for a good, a prosperous, a healthy, and a safe year, and may you all be inscribed in the Book of Life. So much. We appreciate all of you here at the Jewish Federation of Broward County, and we wish you Shana Tova.
Shana
Shana Tova. Shana Tova.